Oh, y'all couldn't hear me. Okay. Hey, Choose, you live?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was confused because I couldn't hear you either. I was like,
I'm
hello?
like, hey, Choose. Hey, y'all. Okay, so I got Choose here with me because I think that we were the only two, and Choose is not shy about her position 1 year ago to now. I think we were the only people that remember what happened a year ago. And it's so funny because I actually have some documentation, some history of what happened 1 year ago. And this video is hilarious because you got Keith Price. I don't know who that guy is. That's not Nate.
Yes, it is.
That's
Nate.
Nate. Okay. And
That's
then Jay, I
Nate.
would say I look like this video actually goes sort of with Cop on a Rooftop. And what I was saying while I was muted was, man, how in a year? Put a one in the chat. It's only 16 of us in here. Back in the day, we had 100 plus in our chats. But put a one in the chat if you remember the scandal with, and I actually was the one that stood up for this officer for sure. The scandal with her and Chief Collins. Chief, and I'm saying the name, yes I am, Chief Collins' wife running up on me saying don't talk about her family, and Bettina.
Yeah.
And it was a big scandal because she said her son was a victim, so it was a lot going on. That's what actually, plus the Andrew Holmes here started all this stuff in Dolton. So
Yes.
do
I
you recall that?
remember actually, that would be on my page. I
It,
remember
oh, you
posting
have
it.
it? Just send me the link. I can play that. You remember? Oh, when she walked up to me and don't
Yes.
yeah, and I'm like, you the one that put your family on blast online. You told us. you
Right, right.
you told us to pay attention to your story because you had a child. We were told it was a child that was
Yes.
being abused by a Dalton police officer.
That was what I
Um,
heard.
remember? Do anyone
Yes.
remember that? It was a child being abused by a Dalton police officer. And now this is going to jog your memory because these videos, we have to do a replay and we're going to do it on the members only. Everyone hit the like button. But do you guys recall a court case which brings in our good friend Shay? This is the reason Shay actually got into it with Mary Avant. It was because she went to court with an advocate. And she was like, yes, I stood by him. Yes, I did this. Well, the court case she went to was where the advocate went to against the officer in Dalton, right? Or the officer filed a restraining order against the advocate.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone remember that, or is that just me?
Well, not just you.
So let's go to the cop and the rooftop. And then I was just letting you know we're going to review this on our member only channel because this is actually history. Because I'm wondering oh, I am confusion. So Choose, can you tell us what happened? How did we get to this point? I am confusion. I thought it was a child that was abused, being picked up in front of the house, driving squad cars. What happened to that?
Mm. Um, no clue. No clue. Mm-mm-mm.
Ain't
I,
it
I think we're
something?
supposed to forget about it.
Okay. All right. Let's look at the cop on the rooftop and go from there. And I actually was the one that, and how I actually got into it. I don't know if you remember, Choose. I personally asked the advocate, I said, hey, uh this person has children, they have a life. Why are you doing this?
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
stood up as a citizen and said, you know, everyone's saying that this uh this officer who we've grown in the community to love is picking up children, because that's what they told us. It was a child. I am the mother. I have that. I am the mother of the child. Anyone
Yeah.
remember that? I am the
So
mother
I
of the
don't.
child. And we're thinking this was happening. Then Shay was sent a pair of boobs.
Huh?
And then after the pair of boobs was sent, it was, hey, Cara, come on this live stream.
Mm-hmm.
We got that all here. All right, let's look at Cop on the Rooftop. This is Dolton.
A man we passed just tried to stare me down.
And I noticed in this, I don't know if you saw this yet, Choose, but they made sure not to show any of the officers' face if they could, only certain ones.
Oh, I'm interested. I want to see it.
Okay.
And when I looked at you, you looked at the ground. I don't
Hey,
know.
welcome Tiffany back.
That look like Tiffany. That look like Tiffany right now.
My bad. My bad.
And it's only a few officers out there. The other people out there are clerks or village workers, and you could tell the difference by who has the gun or badge or taser on their hip. This is definitely an officer, and with this officer, let's be clear. This is I have to live here. I don't want any beef. Let me know if you, and if you don't remember, you guys, it's fine. Do you remember they said someone wasn't they were not licensed to carry a gun in Dolton?
Yes.
Yeah. Same, all of these stories went away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just like fire station number 2.
Yeah.
But I think that you do. That comment, who is he and what is he to you?
I'm not gonna lie, that Tiffany hair color look good on her though.
It does.
What
I mean,
number is that? Number, because I did that number 3, number 20. What number? Because I usually do 1B or 1. I know you don't wear weave, but I do.
yeah, hey, now, just because, yeah, I will spruce up the hair every now and then. I will fill it out and do some things, and I am a 1B as well.
Okay, because I definitely will. And you guys pay attention to the cars. Now, we don't have, it's interesting. Now, I cannot confirm or deny. However, around Dolton, all of a sudden we have more Ford Expeditions and we don't have Tahoes anymore as much. So you see the Ford Expedition to your left, and then you
Mm,
see a Tahoe to your right. So I don't know if we're switching over or not,
that
but we
would be
definitely have more Ford Expeditions than, I think that's called an Expedition, the biggest one,
would
than
that be a
Tahoes.
money saver?
Would it? I don't know. That they the same to me. I don't know. I'm
Uh,
scared to
maybe.
drive big trucks, so I don't.
Yeah, well, we'll have to ask Reality Check TV Chicago and let you
Oh
you
yeah,
know, like, would that be? Because I'm all for it, like any
me,
cheaper
yeah,
option. But
yeah.
I'm
Because,
sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, you're right. Go ahead.
Oh no, no, that's all I had to say. I just thought I would like interrupt because I'm like, well, I do see this car, and if it's a cheaper option, hey, anyway, to save the village some money, I am for that.
Me too. And I'm all for it. And I'm also for if you're gonna save money, Ford is, sorry guys, hiccups. Ford is right up the street on Torrance. Everybody in Chicago want a job at Ford. I think that's a Ford plant. So I'm for it
Mhm.
too. If we can get a deal with Ford, let's do it. All
Oh,
right.
the history of John. We used to have so many just factory. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, this isn't
No,
a
no,
history
go.
video. My bad.
No,
When you
no,
said the
no.
Ford
The
plant right
history.
up the
Go.
street, it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, that would be practical because it's there. You know what I mean? Like as far as breakdown, taking it back for, with oil changes and warranty, while stuff is under warranty, I think that would be great. Oh my goodness. Good afternoon,
Hey,
evening, the
Goddess.
esteemed Goddess Watts.
The esteemed
I,
Goddess.
the esteemed, I must put some respect on your name. So
And the
congratulations, so proud of this black man that I came into the chat halfway arguing with. I didn't know who I was arguing with, but I still love Tiffany Gardis. But congratulations.
And that's the best thing about Gardis. Gardis does not care.
I
He doesn't,
know.
he lets you be you. You know what I mean? Like Gardis is getting his freaking, can I say freaking degree when it's coming from a Catholic university? He's getting his freaking degree, like another one on top of another one on top of another one, but
Man.
from the same school the Pope went to, and that is so amazing. And he'll come and visit people chats, but he doesn't try to change our minds. He just gives us the education or the history, and that's good enough for me. I love that.
I love it too. I love it too. I am so, that's why I'm just like so excited because see, here's another thing. It's like for me, my home, my roots just being in a township. I That's another artist is another person that I have not met, but I consider, you know, somebody that I'm gonna tell my child. I still have one child under 18, but my children, my grandchildren about because this is where I come from. So that's why, I feel like especially just really, really just happy for Gardis and just really proud. Just look, it's not what you, everybody is not the same. We have some really, really intelligent people that we can be proud of. And like I said, I've never met Gardis in person, but I will be. I've already sent the stories to half my family though, because they're practicing Catholics. But I will always, that's the story that I will always keep going. Hey, this is Gardis Watson. He's from the township where I grew up. So I'm sorry.
No, that is really cool because we wanted to, when Gardis was speaking at the township, he became a local voice for sure, a national voice even now, but he became a local voice. And this is my opinion, not Choose or anyone else. They tried to dim his light just because he said, well, you know what? It's not, I don't like Tiffany, but this is what I'm saying, not him, y'all. But he basically like, I don't like Tiffany, but it's not just Tiffany that's the problem. Tiffany is a product of this. No one wanted to hear it.
Yep.
No one wanted to hear it. Or it's not just, you have to look at the rules and regulations. No one wants to hear it. Side note, I'm about to, is this you? Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
That is so cute, y'all. I saw the fashion, and look, she's wearing burgundy blue colors.
I know I be looking at a lot of my stuff. I'm like, man, I'm a blueberry. I've been growing a blueberry bush for 2 years, which is crazy, and I'm just over here with the blueberries. And it's just,
Oh
hey,
my
it's
goodness, you look
amazing.
beautiful. Are you tall?
Thank you.
You look beautiful.
No, I am only 5'6 3/4. Yeah, I put the
Oh,
three
you look
quarters
so
on.
lengthy. Okay, we had to talk
I
fashion.
put them 3/4 on because I need them 3/4 of a foot.
So, y'all, we got off guard. Guard is the entered. We're talking fashion, but we're gonna get right back. So, yeah, we were talking about seeing the Ford expeditions. I think that is what we see around Dolton now, and you could tell because those are police MP. Is that what you call MP plates? So you could tell that if we didn't hear nothing about, we were renting expeditions. We were only renting Tahoes, right? So maybe that's a change. Maybe it'll be a savings. I'm for it if it's a savings. All right, let's go.
I had something in my heart and in your eyes.
That's Tiffany. That's gotta be Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany.
It gotta be
Wellness and
Tiffany.
healing. I know you all invited her back into the fray as a resident for healing and wellness. But I'm sorry, let me stop. I'll just wait and see because that looks like it could be Tiffany right there.
I forgot what number that is when you go to beauty supply. I think it's like a number 40 or something, but that's definitely Tiffany hair color. Probably Tiffany has a nice wig. I would go to her stylist. And who's back here dancing? I know they're not dancing because Tiffany was so ghetto, she had the police dancing. So I know this ain't the police dancing.
That's why that's got to be Tiffany right there.
It got to be Tiffany, right? Okay.
Tell me he's not someone
Oh,
just
dang, it's not.
Okay. So we got our new um mayor, Jason House. Okay. Got our new mayor up there, Jason House, on the roof.
passing by.
What? So we got Stan.
Man, can't hear you, bird. Can you guys hear bird? I can't hear her. Oh no. Well, what is this L? What does this stand for? This, what is that? LCTR? No, my vision ain't right. Uh-oh. 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 See, the universe must want me to talk about all this virtual talking. I don't know. Am I muted? Burgundy, help me, because I don't know what I'm doing. But I appreciate everybody coming to Burgundy Blues chat. Yeah, that was the mayor and the first lady of Dolton, I think. And I believe the lights went out. So I am going to end it. So Curtis, hey, Lisa, don't tell his wife that he's a reverend. So I believe Berg had some technical difficulties. I just want to say that was some dancing in that video. I don't know if they were really on a rooftop. I guess they were on a rooftop. And I hope they're saving money. Congratulations to everybody. Special congratulations to Jason House. And I'm going to just end it for Berg because y'all know what I'm doing. But until next time, send in love and light. And Berg would say, take care of yourself and each other.
Okay, y'all, I'm back for those that are still here. the lights flash on and off. If you didn't know, we had storms here in Dolton. And since we had storms here, it's been kind of wobbly because if you're in Dolton, Southland, Calumet City, if you have one boom, baby, everything off. Okay, I got Choose back. Okay, Choose, thanks for holding.
I did my best.
I am here. Okay. All right, let's continue. I was like, oh no, is the police out there cutting the cable off? Let's see what's going on. But yeah, it was a storm last night, so that just happened. Let's take a look again. Cop on a rooftop in Dolton. I wonder how much they raised. That's pretty cool.
A man we passed just tried to stare me down. And when I looked at you, you looked at the ground. I don't know who he is, but I think that you do. That comment, who is he and what is he to you? I had something in my heart and in your eyes. Tell me he's not someone just passing by.
Now, that was our Chief Staples that you saw that it was such a big deal about, where I'm just going to rewind. And when I tell you, she's beautiful in person. I don't even know how old Chief Staples is because she's been around since I was a little younger, and she is just gorgeous. But this is what all of this was about, and I'm going to share Chu's video.
You know who I am?
Yes, I do. How you doing, Miss Bettina?
I'd like it if you don't ever speak about my family ever again.
When did I speak about your family?
Mention my son and his age regarding the incident with Staples.
I mentioned your son
My
and his
son
age.
and his age.
Do me a favor. Send me a clip of me doing that. It's no problem. But I do commentary, so I report the news.
Well, you said something about, I don't know why his mother's making such a big deal. He was 28. He was 26 when it happened. And until you have...
conversation.
Yeah.
That's
it. And
yeah. Don't mention my family.
And you
I
have
the right to do whatever I want to.
So do I.
Okay. Take care.
You got the nerve to walk your ass up.
Don't worry about it. No problem. 26, 28. I'm only reporting what's in the blog.
You don't have to walk up.
Now, I think when I reported is because she got on the internet and said something about it. She went public about it, right? I don't think I just was sharing. Hey, Chavis, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Cop on the roof, just a tooth. Freestyle on the booth. You always gotta get Chavis. I don't think I was just making up something about her family or saying anything. This was a big breaking point where it was supposed to be all the things that Tiffany was allowing in Dolton, right?
Yes, and I was actually on another live where it's probably timestamped, and it happened. I just don't want to get in. I don't fool around with copyright strikes. So,
I got all of them. I'm the same way. Mm-hmm.
She said this herself, and it was all in that Dolton Politics page. So, yeah, this wasn't something that you just pulled out of your neck for no reason. And for her to look, and let me be quiet because I'm on that walking up on you part. That man.
Yeah, and wouldn't me, if your child is a victim, wouldn't me spreading the knowledge help you?
I mean, well, I would think so, especially given the climate at the time. If she said it and it was, well, not if, because like I said, I was on the other line where it was said, but you would think that, yeah, you would want coverage. Like,
You would want coverage, right?
maybe
This is
you
a
wouldn't,
victim. Yeah.
and some people don't. So, I'm gonna, we have to look at, both sides. Some
Mhm.
people don't want coverage. However, if my child is a victim, I would not walk up on you aggressively. I would say, this is not a game. I'd be more like, this isn't a game. Like, can you please refrain from, talking about my family because it's a hurtful period. It's da, 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 da. Something, anything along those lines. If it's, really this, horrible thing coming from someone who's had to either talk about horrible things or say, yeah, can you please not say, like, literally to people that I don't know who have, made stories. When my husband died, I can just use that as an example. And it's like, well, he probably was a gang member. And I had to say, I could have, I don't appreciate. No. If there's any facts that you need to check, you can check with me. Otherwise, I would appreciate if you would not mention my husband's name on your platform because he was not a gang member. And to even have an implication that he may have been when you're saying you don't know, I would appreciate if you wouldn't do that. So, lack of decorum, came aggressively. She was very aggressive, and there was no reason for that.
Yeah, it was just interesting to see that was an issue when it was so public that we were told the child was a victim. You know what I mean? I don't even recall me covering that. Actually, to this day, I'm still looking. Okay.
Yeah. And I think how things be in the chat. So, and how you read the chat, and if people haven't watched the whole thing, you might have read a comment. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah, but 26 and 28 is pretty close. It wasn't like I said 16. I said it was 28 and he was 16.
I mean, well,
it was pretty close.
Neither of those are minors. So
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Let's go. So the whole thing, you know what, Brittany, I'm shipping you dresses. I'm shipping you every dress I have. I swear. Today. These dresses, we got to get them together. The whole thing right here is that now everything is quiet, it's together. Where are what has been like in a year? If anyone could put in the chat, what has been resolved from Andrew Holmes to Fire Station number 2? Wasn't they selling drugs in Fire Station number 2 or something like that? Miss Kim was selling fake clothes.
Mm-hmm.
It was something else. All these, what has been resolved?
People were stealing.
They were stealing. Tiffany, the FBI is after her. What has been resolved in a year? Except for a new administration and new jobs.
What new administration?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. And you know what? Thank you for correcting me, Choose. It's nobody different, but Jason is the mayor.
Like look, those psychological operations be real.
People. It's the same. It's
they
nothing
keep
new.
wanting to say new administration that ain't nobody.
It's the same administration, you guys, but they just move chairs. They
I was just about to say musical chairs.
Yeah, and Cynthia said all of that was because it was me. It was me. Yeah, it was me. It was a problem. Exactly. All right, let's go.
You cleared your throat. Was that your cue? That comment, who is he and what is he to you?
So let's just take a good look at this. So everybody's a big happy family, including Stan Brown. So take a good look at this picture. Let's revisit this in a year.
Yeah, and I mean, for the most part, Stan Brown stays out the way because, people that don't know act like he's just some new person that came to town. Stan Brown's been around. Wasn't he like the president or vice president of the NAACP over there? Some people don't realize who Stan Brown is, but it's okay.
Let me tell you, Stan was the most smartest person in this whole situation. He stayed out the way.
Exactly.
He played fair. He went to the trustee stuff and he went to the mayor stuff. And he stayed out the way. Now, the only time he had a problem was when he went to Tiffany stuff, that everybody wanted to attack him.
Mhm.
But when he came to
Exactly.
the village board meetings with Jason, everybody wanted to applaud him.
Exactly. Because again, that's what they were making about.
Yeah,
This person versus that person, my side versus your side, when everybody's supposed to be for the community. It's already silly that everybody's Democratic except for, Cassandra, when you already got that fight. But I believe Stan Brown, the riding a bike, great job, Stan. I think you stayed very much in shape. I believe you had a lot less stress than everybody else,
hmm
and you gotta put some respect. If you know, even if you don't, I don't care if people that don't know, whatever. But people
yeah,
that matter, you do have to put some respect on Stan Brown name. He did not just pop up. He's been there doing the work for longer than most of these people was even born that's on the board, and then they all of them. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there.
yeah. Stan's been around Thornton Township too the longest. He was one of the first, I would say, black people that were able to come in there with Zuccarelli and be a part of the board. I would say not board, but the administration.
Yeah,
So yeah, so Stan was around
yeah,
for sure. So he stayed out the way. He said, "Y'all have whatever y'all gonna have. Just I'm gonna mind my business." So, just wanted to review that because this will be always in history, and it doesn't have to be from me, Burgundy Blue. Just those that remember. Do you remember? Because I don't think we've seen Miss Bettina since Lori Lightfoot did that report. That report that day when she was in the
uh,
front row.
yeah. Well, I don't really look for her, but
I don't look
haven't.
for her either,
I
but yeah,
haven't
that front
seen
row.
her because it's kind of with the population as it is, other people tend to stand out the same way as if we were in a predominantly white suburb. You just stand out.
You
You
just
you you see her.
yeah,
So and you
she
see
just
her
stand
somewhere
out.
with the people that she kind of sits with. So
And
no, we haven't seen her. Nope.
nope, I think she was at the no, one of my friends was at the clean house celebration when he won. I think she was there.
Oh, you know what? I think I saw that.
Okay, yeah. Um and I think the police squad, and I think you and I both always said it's good police in Dalton. What happened to Mama Hill was unfortunate. When Lacey was at the event, things like that was unfortunate, but it's really good police officers here. They just mind their business. They don't hound you. They're really good. If you need them, you call, they're there. But I
Yeah,
think the battle we just have is like who's going to be the police chief, and I don't like this person if they're the police chief, and the leaks they have in Dalton Police Station. Every time I walked in a police station, it was leaked because whether the clerks leaked it or a police officer leaked it, it was no kind of privacy. It
yeah,
just
that's
wasn't.
true. That's true.
So yeah,
And I
when the
do think.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Um, I was just gonna say, I know that, and this is just me looking at, the officers and how long they've been there. You know, a lot of people have been there or were put there by Riley Rogers. And
hmm
I've noticed that a lot of the ones that were sworn in since, yeah, and just kind of been not, and with those that were there during Raleigh that haven't really been in the political, things. I'm just here to do my job. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to do my job and protect and serve the community. Yes, there are a lot of good cops involved. A lot of some of the bad apples were, people that had disciplinary issues already that were still on the force. But I digress.
Oh yeah, you're 100% sure, and it was no accountability. So I will say the one thing that Tiffany did was get people to open their eyes to what was going on in the community. That doesn't mean that that everyone that's in the police station is bad or anything like that. I think it probably was more of a bother to them in public works, who had the job under several different mayors, to have to go through this drama
Mm-hmm.
just for somebody to win. It was crazy. Just for somebody to be recalled, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
A failed recall.
Right. Focused on the wrong things, priorities in disarray.
Yeah, because a lot of this probably didn't have to happen because they ran unopposed, so everybody was going to have a seat anyway. Just, I mean, not
Yeah.
unopposed all the way, but you had
Well,
Cassandra and Denasha, but that was the only people that challenged them. They were going to win anyway,
exactly.
and all
Exactly.
of this turmoil in the year.
And you kept, and I gotta say, hashtag Burgundy Blue Commentary was right. She told me her and Gladys Watts, the esteemed, they both told me. And I was like, no, no. So hashtag y'all was right. She was wrong on
Yeah.
that one. But, but, however, truth is relieved because Tiffany looked good and she doing pretty good.
You crack me up every time you go. You like, Tiffany look good.
Yeah,
Tiffany.
she do. Her cute little stuff with her little dimples. I want a hug. And I'm gonna keep saying that too. I want a hug. I heard about him.
Well, we'll see what her next steps is. But I heard a little birdie told me that the family is moving away. So we shall see. Not Tiffany. I think Tiffany probably will still be around. Um, but
Yeah,
if I was the family, I would leave too. I would get up out of here.
yeah, yeah, pretty sad. Pretty
Yeah.
sad.
For them
And
to
that's
have roots here since the 80s.
yeah, pretty that
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Pretty sad. All of this, and I'm not, I'm not even gonna put it on any one person. I'm just gonna say all of this. The residents at the beginning said, "Please don't do this. Please get it together so that this doesn't happen." And I've also looked at the population, and it has been decline. It started to decline a lot with Riley Rogers. I noticed it was kind of steady with Tiffany, and now everything's up for sale again. So sad, sad day. Yeah. It makes me sad about my hometown. And it doesn't matter if I haven't lived there in 85 years, where you were born and where you grew, those are your roots. Where your family still is, those are your roots. So I'm just hoping still, that's why I can never, say like I just want to be fair because like that's my home and I still want it to thrive. And so I'm hoping that something will change and get better because I I want to always be proud of where I came from.
Oh yeah, I hope so too, because one thing that's historical, Tiffany will be the only mayor that we've had in years. I'm gonna say years before my time, that left office. That left
Oh,
office alive. Okay, a lot of
exactly.
them leave after they pass, and it's another person that's appointed. But she's the first, and then we've never had a mayor that, I mean, recently, that's from Dolton, get out of office and still continue to live in Dolton. We never had that.
hmm And
So
we've
that,
never had a
mhm.
mayor, and we've never had a female mayor. So there's that first for Dalton, always and forever.
Yeah, that is the first black female mayor, and also to have someone that went to school here and grew here, like she says, that's a first for sure. Um, and we're here now. If I
Yeah.
was her family, I probably wouldn't know what the future would hold as my family having a home of the ex mayor. I probably would want to leave, but I don't think they should.
Mhm.
I think it should be respected that they've been here before time.
Yeah, and and I
Oh,
think
I'm
that
so sorry.
go,
Garda said Riley Rogers left office alive. Barely.
go.
I forgot.
He said
Yeah.
barely. Well,
Barely.
Look, he sure made a comeback as that tea with trustees. He was looking nice, well fed, healthy. Woo, what a comeback,
Riley
man.
Rogers got a pep in his step now.
And I'm not mad at that, but I'm gonna need y'all to change that village. Well, okay, I'm sorry. I don't need it because I don't,
I'm so
no,
glad you pointed that out. I didn't even know
please
that was
don't,
going on.
please don't say it's just choose. I think your residents would appreciate some transparency, unless that is transparency on that Village of Dalton website that's still never been changed, even during Tiffany. It says it's under the leadership of Riley Rogers. I am inclined to believe that until you all change that. So,
Hmm. Very interesting. Very interesting. And I forgot about that goddess. Thanks for oh, I just left Riley out there. Yeah, Riley Rogers was defeated by Tiffany Henyard during a stroke. Yeah.
yep. And then everybody, I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
I'm quiet. Nope, nope,
You saw.
nope. Mm-mm.
So we just want to review the cop on the rooftop video. It's just so many questions, and I know that they get, and I mean y'all know who they are. They get mad just because I'm asking the questions, but I feel like if you guys were so dead zeroed in on covering Andrew Holmes for 6 weeks at a time, 6 weeks at a time, and saying Andrew, 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 I think you should cover what his position is in Dalton now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And a
Because I
lot of
mean,
those videos from a year ago are deleted now. Choose. Did you notice that?
I did. I did. Hmm. No, I didn't notice.
Yeah. It's interesting. You'll go look. I'll be like, oh, I remember this YouTuber covered the whole scandal and the 17 people, and it's gone.
Oh yeah, that one's definitely gone because I had a personal beef with that one because I'm like, not there being 17 girls that are being forgot about. So yeah, that was a personal wrinkle in my heart, I should say, as far as forgetting people for the purposes of winning a stupid seat when all the seats are borrowed. And I don't think nobody ever really got that but Tiffany because she's the one that said that out loud. She's like, these seats are borrowed. So, you know, just all the stuff just had, like, even okay, uh, anything with the floods yet? Oh, no, we just appointing people. Got it. So somebody want to go to the ethics committee about Tammy Brown putting somebody out of a meeting. Who's gonna handle that? Tammy Brown? I don't get it.
But it's mostly to show that, I mean, this was a good test. If you wanted to test the public, this was great because I saw some YouTubers go live and they would be like, this doesn't sound right, but they would be scared to say anything further. So this was a good test to see what control you have over the media.
Hmm. I agree.
All right, Choose. Thanks for joining me. I just wanted to cover this video. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you more. Thank you for having me and um, sending love and light to everybody. And until next time, I will see everybody uh, on this side, not on the other side, on this side.
I see you soon.
All
Bye.
right.
Hey, Potato. How are you? I hope the kitchen is okay. And I'll see you soon. All right, you guys. You guys take care. Well, I'll talk to you soon. Not see you soon. I only seen Potato as a potato. All right, you guys, take care of yourself and each other, and remember to think for yourself. Just think for yourself. What I wanted to just talk about was, wow, what a difference a year makes. I just hope Dalton gets better. I'm okay with everything. This is just my commentary on the situation, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so you guys, before the police station come after me, we don't want no problems, but we just had to talk about it.
I got some clothes. I got some jewelry. The rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing else.
Commentary blue. Commentary burgundy. Commentary. Comment blue. Commentary. Comment Burgundy Blue. Commentary blue.